Good morning. The Commerce Committee will come to order. Today, the Commerce Committee is meeting to consider the nomination of Gigi Sohn to be Commissioner for the Federal Communications Commission. This committee has already held 2 previous hearings on her nomination, and so we know a lot about her background, her views, and important transparency issues, and we thank her for being here again today. If we want someone on the Federal Communications Commission who is truly committed to the job, then I believe Ms. Sohn fits that bill. She has a very long history at being part of a process at the FCC, and she is qualified. She will help deliver for the American people, and she has a key eye on something that all members of this committee care passionately about, and that is affordable, accessible broadband. Thank you for your leadership and your advocacy on that issue. Although she has been before our committee, she has now been criticized for important policies like standing up for free speech. I want to thank you for your policy positions, knowing that some same people like Justice Gorsuch or Rand Paul or many others believe in the Fourth Amendment. Thank you for articulating those views as well. These personal attacks are a distraction from the fact that Ms. Sohn is immensely qualified for this position and a highly effective would-be FCC commissioner. She has more than 30 years of experience working on telecommunications policy, including as senior advisor to Chairman Wheeler at the FCC. She's a prominent voice in the telecommunications area, and importantly, as I mentioned, on accessibility and affordability. And if confirmed, she would be the first openly gay commissioner of the FCC. Ms. Sohn has a history of putting the public interest first, regardless of whether that means supporting policies endorsed by Republicans or Democrats. She is well known for convening a broad range of stakeholders from both sides of the aisle on almost every part of the debate that we are looking at: regulatory frameworks, broadband deployment, broadcast issues, and mass media in the marketplace. This is why her nomination is supported by such a diverse group of people. Former Mississippi Representative Chip Pickering, who stated that Ms. Sohn will be a great advocate in championing of the principles of competition and the First Amendment. Preston Patton, former president of ABC and founding executive director of Fox Broadcast, who stated that she has worked with and with various individuals for 30 years and is one of the most prepared and experienced nominees. And Mr. Chris Ruddy, CEO of Newsmax, who has urged the confirmation of Ms. Sohn's nomination and the fact that she is committed to promoting diversity, localism, and competition in the marketplace. So it is no surprise that Ms. Sohn's career includes helping to ensure the carriages of all voices are heard. This is something this committee has to continue to work on, and I welcome the opportunity to work with my colleague, the ranking member, on this important issue. I know he has many views on this as well. But those many voices do include Fox Broadcasting, Newsmax, and O1 networks, some of the very same networks that our colleague wrote a letter about when they were deplatforming the large cable providers. So Ms. Sohn has been a consistent advocate for pro-consumers, common sense policies such as lowering the cost of broadband and working towards universal connectivity. Given that there is a great deal of work that needs to be done on this issue at the FCC, it is time to have a full commission. We know that just a sampling of the work includes the oversight of their mapping efforts, making sure that we put a stop to robocalls, caller ID spoofing, ensuring the United States adopts cutting-edge, forward-looking spectrum policies, and many other issues. I know she will be that voice, and it is critical that we have one right now. We know that she is capable of helping us implement what are the broadband deployments that we have just put a lot of resources against. But I would ask those who are trying to reposition Ms. Sohn to think about who it is you're really advocating for. The billions of dollars that people want to continue to have an expensive broadband, or the policies that will help us get true competition in the marketplace and finally deploy the types of broadband services that every American deserves. I hope that our hearing will help bring these issues that haven't been brought to light further to light, and that we have a healthy discussion, but we continue to respect the witness and her willingness to serve us at the FCC. And with that, I'll turn it over to my colleague, the ranking member, Senator Cruz.